Good morning, I'm Miss Jen. I am the Culinary and Education Specialist here at Alstead Farms. And we are hoping that you are on your way here to pick strawberries today, or maybe you have a plan for over the weekend. The strawberries are ripe, they're beautiful, plentiful, and look at how gorgeous. Really red all the way through, and we're ready for you to arrive. Now, you're going to pick possibly a few quarts of strawberries, maybe a flat of strawberries, and you're going to have a plan in mind. Some of you may be going home to have guests and you're going to use all the strawberries at once, but if not, then you need to think about how you are going to store them. So the first thing might be that you are going to store them in the refrigerator, so what you want to do is you want to take them out of the container that you picked in. Okay, and you probably will have a green paper container, and you just want to put them in a single layer on a piece of paper towel. It'll absorb moisture. It'll keep them from bruising each other, sitting on each other in the container. We pick strawberries here every morning, so you can be sure that if you don't have time to come out and pick, they've been picked. The farmers are out there between 5 and 6 in the morning picking, so that when the market's open, whether you come here to our farm store on 513 or out toward Mendham or Bridgewater, all strawberries are picked every single day. So I've got a single layer of strawberries. I'm going to cover this with another piece of paper towel. I'm going to put plastic over, and I'm going to set that in my refrigerator. Perfect. Okay. And then maybe you want to save some. We know we try to talk a little bit about seasonality here at the farm. We realize that strawberries are here for a while. We live in New Jersey. We have 4 seasons. So we know that they aren't forever. And I think probably one of the favorite breakfasts of adults, teenagers, children would be a smoothie. So you're going to prepare the strawberries for saving. You might cut them in half, or you might have a reason why you want to keep them whole. For me, the half is probably the most, what I do the most. If I'm going to put it in a smoothie, I want it to be, of course it acts as the ice, it gives great flavor to your smoothie, but you also don't want to give your blender that difficult of a job. So if I can cut them in half, I think it just makes it a little bit easier. If I'm going to use them as a garnish, if I'm going to use them for a dessert, then I might leave some of my strawberries whole. When you're going to freeze strawberries, I'm putting them out on a tray. The tray is lined with parchment paper, and I'm placing the flat side down just so that they don't roll around when we go to put them in the freezer. They'll stay in place. Of course, the whole ones won't, but that's okay. We're just cutting off the green. We're going to compost that. We'll bring it down to the production team in a little while. Before you joined us, many of our strawberries were already cleaned, but I just want to make sure that you understand. Before you freeze a strawberry, just wipe it off with a damp cloth. Never put strawberries into a pan of water to soak. Oh wait, you can run them underwater, dry them right away, but be careful never to allow strawberries to be too close to water. If you are going to be refrigerating them, please just wash them as you need them, so that you really do preserve the quality. Okay, so we have a tray full of beautiful strawberries. We're going to go in the freezer. Okay, so we're just changing off trays. We knew you were coming. We froze a tray before you got here. You have a couple of choices. You want a container that will keep your strawberries in the freezer. You'll read that strawberries are good for 6 months. They're good for 8 months. They're going to be good a little bit less time if you have a freezer portion of a refrigerator. but if you are putting them in the freezer, they say 6 to 8 months. I would say 6 months in the freezer portion. If you have an actual freezer, I would say 8 months for strawberries. And then, now the reason that you're freezing these is that they are going to come out of the bag or the container in single pieces then. Otherwise, if you put them right into the bag, the moisture will freeze all of your strawberries together, and really don't want that to be the case. You want to be able to take out 3 or 4 pieces, 6 pieces, whenever it is that you need to use some strawberries. Okay, these would be great for like a fruit sauce or a berry sauce. So if it's not a smoothie, still use your frozen strawberries. Okay. Now, when you are closing, okay, we're going to, if you might have noticed that we've already dated our bags. That might be the last step, but while it's still flat, it was an easy thing to do. And one of the things you have to be careful of is air that can change the quality of your strawberry. So if you don't have a straw, you can just push out as much air as possible and then close the bag. Or you can put a straw in the end of the bag, close up the bag, okay? And then when you're at the end, draw out as much air as possible as you're pulling out the straw, and that way you know that your strawberries are going to have a quality that you'd like when you finally take them out. We'll see you over the weekend. We hope you'll come out and pick strawberries more than you need for a couple of days so that you'll be able to preserve them for the later seasons. Thank you so much for watching.